Live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio, this is The Odds Couple, presented by WinBet on GrindCityMedia.com. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people. I am not Rob Fisher. I am Lang Whitaker, but you're watching The Odds Couple presented by WinBet here on Grind City Media. And normally I'm sitting across the room.
Single on Lang!
Single on Lang, yeah.
L-Dub!
I was just telling our wonderful producer, Kimball, like, in my mind, it's always a single on Lang, but this is the first time we've, in actuality, been able to see that. Hey, I'm Lang, and you're watching The Odds Couple presented by WinBet. Normally, we have a single on Fish right now, but if we're going to get a single on Fish, we have to go all the way to Michigan, to Detroit. And now we have a single on Fish.
Single
Yeah.
on Fish!
Rob Fisher, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man. Happy Super Bowl week. Super Bowl, what do we got? 56? Is that right? 56.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 56.
And
LVI.
Yeah, and I think a more important question is you are coming to us live from Detroit, where you will be at Little Caesars Arena tonight.
I thought it was called Little
That's
Caesars
right.
Palace.
Pizza. So, pizza.
Arena. Yeah.
What do we think? Are we a hot and ready guy, Fish? Are we a fan of
Hot
the
and
hot and
ready.
ready?
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
they have the best media room food in the league, possibly. Because
Really?
they got everything. They have a nice big dinner, like they'll have nice food for dinner, but then they'll also have a section where you can get Little Caesars pizza. They'll have a section where you can get hot dogs. They have ice cream.
Huh.
They have a nacho bar.
Nacho
It's
bar.
fantastic.
Well, are you a fan of the hot and ready itself? Like,
Yes.
you know, if it's a hungover
Yeah.
day,
Gotta get it.
you get the $5 hot. It's actually gone. I think it's like $6 now.
It's like $5.55.
Yeah,
What
something
is that?
like
Somebody tell me what the hot and ready
inflation.
is.
You just go in there and grab the pizza.
You
It's
just
already
go in.
ready.
It's already ready. It's hot and ready.
I
It's
don't
already
need Little
ready.
Caesars pizza, guys.
It's hot and
Sorry.
ready.
It's hot and ready.
And the
Yesterday was
crazy bread.
International Pizza Day.
Yeah, and you got to get the crazy
Crazy
bread.
Gotta get
bread
the
I
crazy
know
bread.
about. Yeah, they
Gotta get the crazy
they
bread.
invented crazy
And,
bread
and
back in the day.
I have been told by a buddy of mine who he has told me, I've never done this, and I probably should have tried it, but I haven't had a hot and ready in forever. You can get the hot and ready made with the crazy bread. You can get the crazy bread crust.
So wait, hot and ready is just they have pizzas hot. And
Yeah,
you just
large
walk in and
pizza,
take
it's
it.
ready. You
So
just
it's
say,
just
"Hey, I want
leftovers. they
Well,
just,
they
they just branded it
They
differently.
cook it beforehand, and then they stick it
Well,
in the
no,
oven
they
to
cook it
stay
for somebody
warm,
else and nobody
and then
picked it up,
No,
whatever.
that's not how it works,
nobody,
Lang.
nobody's picked it up.
I
Nobody's
know,
picked
I'm
it up.
saying
You just
that's
go in
the
and
thing.
get it.
But it's not like you called and said, "Hey, I want this pizza." They made it fresh for you.
No, you go in and they got it ready. It's hot and ready. But
Like,
it's
did
still
you
hot.
say that about McDonald's burgers? Like, oh, they had this
Yeah,
burger
I
prepared
do.
for somebody else, and
I
then you're
do.
just coming in and getting it?
I do say that.
Oh, well,
I
then
say
you're wrong
that burger
both
was
times
frozen
then.
1,000 miles away, and then they thaw it out and cook it here. Like that's how it works.
Look at this
Anyway,
hater over
hey.
here, man.
You're watching The Odds Couple presented by WinBet. I'm Lang. That's Rob. That's John Roser.
I'm hot and ready.
He's hot and ready. He was born hot and ready.
I'm wearing red today.
And we got CJ Hurt back on the wheels of
CJ.
steel on the ones and twos. Fellas, it's Super Bowl week. It's week 23, 24? I don't know. Our picks.
23 is what it says on the sheet.
Yeah, but then on our weekly picks, Fish put week 24.
Oh, yeah, it's
What?
24. It's
Fish.
24. I'm
It's
sorry.
24.
All right.
It's week
Okay, it's week
24.
24. What did we learn this week? It doesn't necessarily have to be about the Super Bowl. The thing I learned this week is that LVI means 56. Why are we sticking to the Roman numerals?
Okay, so it changed 1 year.
50.
Well, 50 when it was in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
They allowed the
They said what Super Bowl L.
they allowed them to sell merchandise that said Super Bowl 50 on it.
But why the Roman Empire failed. We got to give up the Roman numerals. Should
Yeah.
we?
They also had a form of, human fighting, like they had gladiators and everything.
Human
and
fighting.
Where people
So
human
that's just fighting?
But don't we?
like
we got
matches to the
boxing,
I can't
Yeah, I was gonna say, we got
and football.
WWE,
Like,
like,
come
what
on, man.
else?
And they weren't actually to the death because think about it. If you bought a fighter and then you'd have to pay a lot of money to buy the person,
no, the lion
and then
would
you have
kill
to
the
feed
fighter.
them.
Yeah,
but you don't want
they
your
do it-
fighters dying.
But they did
that's bad for business.
Yeah, but they did it to they would have them fight. They'd have real man versus beast matches. I'm just going by the Russell Crowe movie.
Are you not entertained?
What else? I will tell you what I have learned, and that is not a lot of people care about the Super Bowl because the average ticket price on January 30th was over $6,000, and the average and the lowest price and the cheapest you can get in for now is under $4,000.
I wonder if
ticket prices.
Well,
have dropped
I think that's probably
considerably.
2 reasons. A, the Rams don't really have fans, and B, the Bengals have a lot of fans, but it's sort of a smaller fan base probably
You got to
than
go
some
from
of the
Ohio.
other teams.
Yeah. You got to
so
go. Yeah, it's not a national brand, so
I don't know.
they're coming from Ohio.
If I was
And
a
then-
Bengals fan, I think like this is one I would go all in. Right? I would just spend the money and get there and go to this.
Yeah,
game.
and I'm sure the high tickets, like the high dollar ones, those went quick because the celebrities get them quick. Hey, we've got the good seats we want. We're in our suite. We've got all the drinks. See and be seen in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. I don't care about the rest.
Fish, you're out of health and safety protocols. We are glad to say. What have you learned this week?
I learned that not many, you say not many people are interested in the Super Bowl. Not many people are interested in the Olympics. I watched my most
agree.
Olympic coverage last night
Yeah.
and on Sunday.
I wanted to
Sunday,
ask you
I
about
watched the
that.
little Olympics because I turned on the Pro Bowl and thought, oh, my goodness, I can't believe I'm watching this. And I really can't believe that I bet on it. But I did win my bet on the Pro Bowl, which was good. Go AFC. But the Olympics, not many people have been watching. But Nathan Chen last night, spectacular and just perfect.
Well, yeah.
Who is
Form.
that?
I
Who
wanted
is
to.
that?
Gold medal.
I wanted to ask you about that because Eric Hasseltine, who's our radio play-by-play announcer, tweeted. Somebody else tweeted about Nathan Chen winning a gold medal for the United States, and he responded that you made their bartender put it on the TV at the bar you guys were watching. And I was
That's
just
right.
wondering, like,
I did.
Did the bar go crazy? Was everybody cheering for figure skating? How did that go?
No, there were
No.
3 of us. It was me and Eric Hasseltine and one of the members of the PR department for the Grizzlies. It was just 3 of us. We were cheering. Everybody else was watching the Red Wings dismantle the Philadelphia Flyers. So that
Yeah.
was more important
Other skates.
of a winter sport.
Yeah, different winter sport.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about the Super Bowl, should we? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You gonna get us ask everybody else what they learned?
Oh, well,
Or
go-
you just gonna ask Rob? I got this beautiful notebook, this workplace slate.
A new
Everybody,
one?
no, it's still.
Oh, it's
I
the
haven't
old one.
ran out yet. I think I can get through to next football season
All
because
right.
we'll do WrestleMania and Oscars and stuff
College
like
football.
that.
I
College
love how
football.
WrestleMania
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
first thing he mentions.
Because
about
that's
how
what we
they
got.
do it.
It's the most important.
After Super Bowl is WrestleMania, then
Masters.
Oscars, Masters. So
Yeah.
we still got shows coming up. This will be enough to get me through. I'll have a new one for next football season. All right. Again, workplace slay, everybody. Never forget. Always do it.
It's important.
Past 4 Super Bowls with spreads of 4+ points, all won by underdogs. In 2017, the Eagles knocked off the Patriots. In 2015, the Broncos beat the Panthers. In 2012, the Ravens beat the 49ers. I was surprised to find out that the 49ers were favored by more than 4 points in that one. And in 2009, the Saints knocked off the Colts. So if you go by that trend, that means that the Bengals, as 4.5-point dogs,
Yeah.
are the team to pick in this matchup.
Well, we'll talk about that a little more. But first, do we have sound? We don't have sound.
Not yet.
Oh, we don't have sound yet.
Oh,
Well,
I
we
should probably send it to you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I
don't
was
worry.
going to
We don't
say,
need it.
he didn't send it to me either.
I should have asked. That's my fault. I dropped the ball there, Rob.
It's all
my
good.
bad. Just send it to the Gmail. I'll get it pulled up for you. Lickety split.
I was looking at some different. I mean, it's 4.5 point. We just said the Bengals are 4.5 point dogs in this game. I mean, let's just start at the top there. Does that put you off this game? Does it make you feel like the Rams got this thing locked up? How do you feel about the Bengals being 4.5 point dogs in the Super Bowl? Rob, what do you think about that?
I love it. I love it for the Bengals. I just think that I've been on the Bengals since the matchup
have.
came out and since the line came out. The Bengals getting the points. They have just found a way to win games. They've just found a way to make these games close, and I expect it to be a close one again this week. And the Rams have played in close games here this postseason as well, and they've given up big runs, something the Bengals have been able to do in these postseason games. So I like the number where it's at. If it was at 3, I might feel a little different, but anything over 3, I was willing to take the Bengals. I'm liking the Bengals straight up in this game. I don't love it.
Ooh.
I don't love it, but getting 4 points, yeah, I'll take it for sure. So I've liked it. I like where the line's at, and I felt pretty good about it since the beginning, and haven't swayed my opinion one way, or at least hasn't swayed it the other way since this matchup came out.
Yeah, I think the only thing I will say is one of the matchups I think we are most looking forward to is Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey, because the Bengals have said they are not going to shy away and just ignore that. They're going to go at it. And, of course, the smartest person who had analysis on this is 49ers great Deebo Samuel, who said in a radio interview, he said, the matchup is not going to matter if you don't block. His point was he said the Titans got 9 sacks on Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
What is Aaron Donald going to be able to do to that defensive line or to that offensive line of Cincinnati? And I think that is the biggest thing, because that's how they beat the 49ers. They dominated our offensive line, especially late in the game. So
Yeah.
I mean, if Jamar Chase doesn't have time to get down the field, you know.
How about this? Here's a stat I saw today on ESPN.com. The Rams concluded the regular season ranked 5th in the NFL in the Football Outsiders DVOA metric, the highest graded unit of any team that Cincinnati has played this year.
Wow.
To put that into perspective, it goes on, the Bengals have faced only 3 top 10 DVOA defenses all year. 1, Green Bay, they lost, they didn't cover. 1, San Francisco, they lost, they didn't cover. The other one, Kansas City.
Who they beat twice.
So, I don't know. Hey, but I heard we have some sound now.
I heard a sound.
So let's
Hang on.
go
Run through
ahead.
this. Green Bay, San Francisco lost. So it's 0-2 against the NFC.
Yeah.
0-2 against the NFC.
Yeah.
And I think.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, man. That was a long time ago.
I mean,
this
that's
team
the
is
thing.
different now.
Yeah, they're hot now, right?
They
Fish?
are. They're hot
Yep.
right now. They are. And man, Joe Burrow is burr.
A
Burr.
little icy.
Burr.
Put him in that game commercial with Stone Cold Nice Tea.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Man, I love that. I love all the stuff
And
Ice
Matty
does
Ice.
these days. And Matty Ice. Let's get
Yeah,
Matt
that's the
Ryan in
weirdest
there.
part. Like,
Yeah.
Where's Ice Tray at when you need him? Throw him in there too.
Right.
There's
And then an actual ice tray.
Yes.
To get an actual ice tray.
that would have probably been more exciting than Matt Ryan.
and maybe some dry ice.
Matt Ryan. That should be Matt Ryan's nickname. Dry
That should
Eyes.
be Matt Ryan's nickname. Yes, no doubt.
Oh man.
Hey, but speaking of Joe Burrow, let's hear from Joe Burrow talking here about getting to the Super Bowl.
It's exciting. We worked really hard for this. I mean, from last year going 4-12, I only won 2 games as a starter. Having my knee injury, to bring in these free agents, drafting Jamar. I mean, everyone worked so hard for this moment. It's awesome.
Look at those glasses.
Keep
the graphic up.
Keep this. No, keep that graphic up. Yeah, keep the Joe Burrow graphic up. Does he not look like the freaking talented Mr. Ripley?
A little bit.
A little Matt Damon serial killer psycho look to him.
I was thinking he looks like he just got done like DJing at Hakkasan or something. Or maybe he looks like I don't know. Like
he looks like the guy who's at like an Ivy League school.
Scott Storch,
who has a backpack. He 2-straps the backpack, and he likes to during his lunch lean up against a tree outside. Looks like that guy. Yeah, you see him in all the movies. He's probably in Cruel Intentions.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's in Cruel Intentions. Yeah, he's absolutely in Cruel Intentions.
The glasses are just over the top, though.
Yeah, that's.
You think he bought those in Cincinnati?
I don't think he probably bought them. He probably was just
Just
given
in
to him.
general?
They're probably
Yeah,
just given
that's
to
probably
him.
true.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Rich people, they just get stuff given to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
That's
either.
how it works.
Yeah,
That's how it
Fish
works
knows.
for influencers like ourselves.
Influencers. We saw there's some
Fish got
influencers
some
outside.
Yeah, we just saw some outside. Fish got some free underwear this week.
What?
That's
right.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish, don't you get snacks for free?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a
You're
snack
a
deal.
snack
I-
influencer.
I got a pretzel deal, and now I have a boxers deal. Champs Boxers. Check them out. Champboxers.com.
Listen to
Why
this.
do you get a boxer? What are you gonna like do the broadcast like without
He's doing
pants on?
it right now with no pants on.
Oh,
right.
You just can't see.
We'll see exactly.
No,
Oh,
that's it.
fish. Oh,
She cut away just in time.
Kimball, good camera
Nice
work
work,
right there.
Kimball.
Good work, Kimball. Thank you. Come on,
let's,
man.
hey,
This show is PG or PG-13. It is not NC-17.
This is a family gambling show, okay? Like,
family
please.
game. I guess you do need to be like, what, 21 and up? I guess
don't
you
know.
do need to be. So maybe Fish could do that.
Depends where you are.
know.
It's boxers for crying out loud. We can show those in PG-13 movies.
We talked about Joe Burrow. Let's flip the script and look at the other side, and let's hear
Even
from
talking football.
Matt Stafford about going to the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm blessed to be a part of this team with this group of guys, this coaching staff. I mean, you can't write the story any better. I'm at a loss for words. I'm just having a blast playing ball with these guys, and shoot, we got one more at the home stadium. Let's get it done.
You know, it stinks that for the Rams to not like have fans.
Yeah.
Like real fans, you know, ones that just aren't there to have pictures taken of them so they can be seen on
Like
television.
influencers?
Yeah, like plastic people. Like if they had real fans, because I know Lance Taylor's a real fan, but because like, dude, those helmets are awesome. Like
The uniforms are
the
super cool.
uniforms are
Yeah.
great, man, and they just. I'm happy for Matthew Stafford. Good for him.
Sean McVay doesn't look like a real coach either. He looks like one of those Madden created coaches, you know, like when the
Yeah.
computer generates somebody and
Yeah.
puts like the little spray beard on, and that's Sean McVay doesn't seem like a real coach.
No,
either.
and he's a bro.
Fish is sort of a real Rams fan, aren't you?
No. I covered the Rams in St. Louis. By the way, here are these.
Ooh.
Wait, did you take them off now? Are you just like completely naked down there?
Hey,
Oh!
can we look now?
Yeah, you can look now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I covered the Rams while they were in St. Louis and when they won their Super Bowl, but I was never really a big Rams fan. And then what they did to St. Louis, screw the Rams.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
I can
So
understand
we
that.
found a team that Fish doesn't like. It's unbelievable. We found an NFL team
and
he
it's
doesn't
the team
like.
that's actually from the town where he's from.
Yeah,
like the
right.
one team.
Real quick, back on
Amazing.
on Matthew Stafford. If I had told you
Matt or Matthew?
whatever his
We had to
name
decide.
is.
It was Matt when he was in college. Now
Okay.
it's Matthew.
Is it Matthew?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever. Stafford.
I like Matt.
Okay, Matt Stafford. When we were, as I said, start of the year, Matt Stafford is on par with Aaron Rodgers. You would say no.
Right.
No, he's not. But again, in the notebook, went through some of the
Workplace
stats. Passing yards, Rodgers is 10th, Stafford 12th. Completions, Rodgers 10th, Stafford 11th. Touchdowns, there's a big gap there. Rodgers 5th, but Stafford's 12th. Passer rating, they're close enough. Interceptions, there's a big gap there, but yards per game, Stafford's 4th, Rodgers is 12th. Completion percentage is close. Fourth quarter comebacks, Stafford is 5th all time with 34. Rodgers only has 18. Matthew Stafford nearly doubling him in that category.
Well,
Stafford get this Super Bowl win.
I would
like
say-
they're the same.
Well, I would say that the fourth quarter comeback wins, that's a little bit different. Like the Lions were down, I bet, way more in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter than the Green Bay Packers have been over the last several years. I don't know. I would say this. If you ask Sean McVay this offseason, hey, you can trade Matthew Stafford for Aaron Rodgers, and he'd do it straight up.
I think so
I mean,
too.
he'd
And
do
it's
it.
also
He'd
a
do
little
it.
telling that all those stats you read off, it was Aaron Rodgers ahead of Matt Stafford.
But
in all of
not by,
them.
not by much.
No,
Like-
but-
like he's there. Like they are there.
No, there's no
statistically
doubt he's got
speaking.
numbers.
And this Super Bowl is the thing that's going to take him from pretty good for this era to probably Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
no, you will see it. There's so much hatred for Aaron Rodgers because he doesn't want to get vaccinated that it will be, if Matthew Stafford wins this, there will be people saying he's got as many Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers.
Well, it'll be true also.
Yeah, no, it will
mean-
be. No, it absolutely will be true. It absolutely will be true.
A little more sound here. Von Miller talked about getting back to a Super Bowl.
Hell of a team. So proud of these guys, man. It's an honor and a privilege to be on this team with these guys, man. We're still going. We're still fighting. But it's, I'm just so grateful to God right now, man. We got a hell of a team. Hell of a city, man. We got one more game.
You said this experience has been so different for you because you've won a Super Bowl before and these guys haven't. What is this
Man,
like?
it's totally different. It's like having a second kid. You know, you love it the same, but it's just different, man. And I'm just so grateful, and I'm just so honored to be here.
He said you love him the same, but it's different. So I don't know what that
And
means.
wouldn't it be 3 kids? Hadn't Vaughn been to 3 Super Bowls now? Didn't he get 2
that's
with
good.
Denver? Denver
That's a good question.
got the hell beat out of them by the Seahawks and then beat the Panthers.
Well, maybe they mean winning. And
Okay, got you.
the ones you lose is like your cousin or something. It's not like your kid. I don't know.
Like
I
a
would know. I've never been
red-headed
to-
stepchild.
I've only been to. I went to one Super Bowl, and I'm wearing the remnant of that from when I went to Super Bowl.
I'll say it's a nice jersey,
51.
though. That is a nice jersey. I don't know what the Falcons did this year with their jerseys to screw them up because they look like just. It's like almost like
They're a little more retro themed.
It almost looks like the new, you know how like the new Batman trailer.
Yeah.
How it kind of comes in. It's kind of like that, where it like kind of is faded and it just looks. Ugh. Those are nice.
These
Those
are cool.
good. Those are good
yeah,
ones.
I went to Super Bowl 51, and I was writing for GQ at the time, and
Was it Houston?
was in Houston, and Budweiser said, "Hey, we know you're a big Falcons guy. We'll bring you to the game and host you." And they said, "You can actually bring a friend with you. We'll pay for the whole thing." So I called one of my friends from Atlanta, a huge Falcons fan. He's like, "Great, we're going." So we were down there for a couple of days. He bought me a Super Bowl jersey, unbeknownst to me, like as a gift to thank me for like bringing him on the trip. And then the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead and lost the game. And the next day, he gives me this jersey. I was like, of all
Wait, he
the
didn't
things,
give you the
man.
jersey before?
No, he gave it to me like the day after, I think, because I couldn't wear it to the game anyway because I'd been wearing like the same Deion Sanders T-shirt throughout the playoff
Yeah, no, I
run.
get that.
So I had to like
Yeah.
stick with that. But I think he gave it to me the next day, and I was like, I appreciate it, but like it's like a great memento of like one of the worst days of my life as a sports fan. I only wear it once a year when we do the Super Bowl show on the Odds Couple.
No, I get that. I get that. So 2 years ago, I wore throughout the playoffs and the Super Bowl, I wore my George Kittle jersey. This year, it was the Jimmy Garoppolo. I wore it for each round of the playoffs.
You have to.
Yeah. So I just had to stick with it.
What we do affects our teams. Right?
Absolutely.
For sure.
They know.
And I just wear whatever team is playing well and call them my
That's what
team of the week, right, Roser?
That's what Fish does.
And champ underwear.
Yeah.
Or
So
not.
Fish will
And champ boxers.
somehow, Fish, after having slandered the Rams the way he has, if they win, he'll be here at our next show wearing a Rams jersey.
Kurt
Oh,
Warner.
I got a few of them.
Yeah, Tony Banks or Kurt Warner,
Tony Banks.
Isaac Bruce.
Tony Banks.
Do you have a Lawrence Phillips Rams jersey?
No, I don't have a Lawrence Phillips one. I do have one. There was a guy on the Rams. My number that I always wore in my life was number 22, and he wore number 22, and his last name was Fisher.
Oh.
So that was kind of cool. But he
that
spelled
is
it
cool.
different. But I have a Fisher 22 Rams jersey.
Not bad.
No, that's cool. I have friends, two of my good friends. They're a married couple, and their last name's Clark, spelled the exact same as Brandon. So they bought Brandon jerseys. They're
Not a bad idea.
so
Nice.
excited that Brandon Clark plays for the Grizzlies. They never want to see him get traded.
Well, there's some other stuff we're supposed to get to. We're already like wildly over time. So let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll catch up a little bit and actually talk about some of the Super Bowl betting when we get back on the Odds Couple presented by WynnBET.
WynnBET, the official sports book partner of the Memphis Grizzlies, is Tennessee's premier digital sports betting app. They're bringing you the action of real money sports betting right in the palm of your hand with some of the best odds in the game. From boosted parlays to live in-game odds on every major sport, they have what you need to win. Sign up today and use the promo code GRIZ. And after placing your first $10 wager, you'll receive $200 to bet with. That's GRIZZ. There's no better way to enjoy basketball than with some extra winnings in your pocket to use for all of your favorite bets. And be sure to check out the WynnBET Sports Bar at FedEx Forum the next time you catch our Grizzlies in action. Betting is a team sport. Join the WynnBET team and bet with the best. Must be physically located in Tennessee and 21 years of age or older to participate. If you or someone you know needs assistance with a gambling problem, call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
Grizz fans, the official Grizzlies mobile app is your key to the game. It's an all-in-one experience updated with even more functionality. You can keep track of a team with news, social media, the schedule, stats, and the standings. And you can log into Grind City Media to watch and listen live to streaming content like The Chris Vernon Show and Rise and Grind. You can check out Grind City Media articles, videos, podcasts, and GCM talent. See what's going on right here at FedEx Forum with our concert and event calendar. Plus, you can find detailed information on seating and concessions with arena maps. You can take the app into FedEx Forum as your mobile wallet, use it as your ticket to the game for Grizz Den mobile pickup, and as contact-free payment for arena concessions. The official Grizzlies mobile app, your key to the game.
All six live on one stage. New edition, the Culture Tour. The biggest concert of the decade. The Culture Tour with Charlie Wilson. And special guests, Jodeci. The Culture Tour, coming to a city near you. Visit bpctickets.com for more info. Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective.
HBCU Huddle with me, CJ Hurt, and Mike Wallace has all of your HBCU football, sports, and culture needs covered. We discuss the hottest stories weekly across the black college sports landscape, including the SWAC, MEAC, Tennessee State, Lane, Lemoyne-Owen, and all the black colleges in between. New episodes drop every Thursday, and you can stay connected with the latest stories and discussions about your favorite HBCU by going to grindcitymedia.com, selecting the podcast folder, and clicking on the HBCU Huddle tab. HBCU Huddle is the spot for all your black college sports and culture needs.
Welcome back to grindcitymedia.com, live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. Now, here's more of the Odds Couple, Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker, presented by WinBet.
Check out the all-new WinBet Sports Bar located at FedEx Forum just off Beale Street Alley. Open every night, plus for major sporting events like the big game on Sunday, February 13th when the Rams face the Bengals. All-inclusive packages are available now and include access to the watch party, unlimited buffet beer, wine, and soda, plus 2 tickets to the Grizzlies versus Trailblazers game on February 16th, all for just $75 per person. Plus, all fans in attendance will have the opportunity to win a Vegas Summer League flyaway trip. Doors open at 4 p.m. You don't want to miss this party. Visit FedExForum.com/WinBetSportsBar for more info. We are back on the Odds Couple presented by WinBet. I'm Lang. He's John.
Yeah,
he's
I am.
CJ. He's Rob. And as we always do at this time, we check in with our friend Lance Taylor, the co-host of Next Round Live. And Lance, Roser just mentioned you are the only Rams fan we know who is not a celebrity.
Right.
Is this true? He's big time in this.
No, he lost
now he's a
him.
celebrity.
We lost
Now he hung up on you.
Yeah,
Now he
hung up on
is
you.
a
He lost us.
celebrity.
Hey, while we find him back, Rob, we didn't even get to some of the bets that were out there for Super Bowl MVP odds. Can you take us through some of those numbers and who are the best bets at this point?
Yeah, no surprise. The 2 quarterbacks are at the top of the list. Matt Stafford is the favorite at plus 110. Joe Burrow at plus 225. And then after that, you got Cooper Kupp. He's plus 600. Then you got a defensive player, fourth, Aaron Donald, at plus 1,000. And you have to go all the way to plus 2,000 for Jamar Chase. I think Odell Beckham Jr. is kind of a fun one at plus 2,500. Joe Mixon at plus 4,000. Von Miller at plus 4,000 as well. So really, you're looking at Burrow as the best chance. Maybe Jamar Chase, if you want to take a shot at somebody with long odds at plus 2,000 as being a possibility. I know Roser's pick coming up a little bit later on. No odds on him at all. So you could get some big money if Roser's MVP
It's a good
comes to fruition.
cliffhanger. It's a good cliffhanger. Hey, our friend Lance Taylor is back with us now, co-host of Next Round Live. And Lance, we were just going through some of the MVP odds, MVP bets. To you, anybody jump out as a good bet for you?
You know, I had this conversation with a buddy yesterday, and he said, you know, what's going to be interesting, you know, they're doing the NFL awards tonight, and more than likely, you know, I'm a little biased. You guys know I'm a Rams guy. You know, I think Cooper Kupp should be your first wide receiver to win an MVP. I think he was that good, that valuable. I mean, you saw what he meant in that divisional game against Tampa. You saw how good he was down the stretch against San Francisco. More than likely, he's not going to win it. It's probably going to be Aaron Rodgers. It's probably going to be Tom Brady, one of those guys. But the point he made is if Cooper Kupp has another one of these great games, this might be the award they decide to give him in lieu of him not winning the MVP. So I thought that was a really good point. Now I'm seeing him at plus 550, you know, lay $100 to win $550. So that's not a bad play. But, being a Rams fan and just watching the Cincinnati defense and watching how they were dropping 8 so much against Kansas City, I think there's going to be run lanes available for Cam Akers. And, the thing is now Darrell Henderson comes back. You've got Sony Michel. If you trust Cam Akers, and it looked like they did against San Francisco, I think he's going to have some opportunities, and you're getting 30-1 with Cam Akers. So if you believe the Rams are going to win this game, I think a legit dark horse selection there would be Cam Akers.
That's a good point. I just wonder if is there a way Cooper Kupp gets the MVP that Matt Stafford's not at least in the conversation, right? Like, because Stafford's going to have to get him the ball. And
right. No, I get that.
Yeah.
It would be Stafford has to throw a pick, and,
yeah.
Cooper has one of these incredible 160-yard games with a couple of touchdowns, and, they just decide to give it to him, again, just because he didn't get the regular season MVP. But I see what you're saying. But Stafford, I just don't think you get much value minus the 120.
Sure.
It's almost like, if Stafford wins it, the Rams win. I almost would rather lay the 180 on the Rams money line than play Stafford to win the MVP.
Now, why do you think there just isn't a ton? Like, I have not really heard anything about the Super Bowl this week. Is it because I know the Bengals have fans, but it is kind of a regional thing? Like, they're just kind of sitting there in Ohio. And then is it because, like, dude, the Rams don't really – I mean, I know you are, but, like, for the most – the Rams don't have fans. Like, they've moved around, and the celebrities are just – they're celebrities. It's just like they are at Lakers games. They're not real Lakers fans. They just want to see and be seen.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree. I think this is one of those Super Bowls that doesn't have a lot of sizzle when you're talking about traditional fan bases. I've been locked in because I'm watching the NFL Network every morning and watching good football, and all they're talking about is that. And then in my car, I'm just listening to NFL Network because, it's fun if you're a fan of one of these teams, to hear these interviews nonstop. But I'll give you, outside of that, there's not a lot of buzz. I mean, we did our 4-hour show Monday, and we didn't mention the Super Bowl one time. We started to talk a little bit more Super Bowl. Unfortunately for me, we didn't talk about it on Monday, but we really didn't mention it one time. We do have a Brian Harsin-Auburn situation going on.
Yeah.
So I guess that's understandable, but, I feel you, Roser. I will tell you, though, man, tickets, and, LA is one of those weird markets and everybody wants to be seen and, I guess, tell everybody and their neighbors, hey, I went to the Super Bowl. But, I've been to the last 3 Rams Super Bowls, Super Bowl 34, 36, and 53, and I told myself if they went to another, I'd be there, and I just can't justify it, man. I've run the numbers, and, the tickets have dropped a little bit today, but I'm too old to be sitting in the 600 or 500 levels. I want decent tickets.
Yeah, right.
And decent tickets are almost $15,000 for 2. And I just, with airfare and everything, I'm spending over $20,000 for 48 hours of my life. And then there's a possibility they lose. I mean, Joe Burrow doesn't lose these games for whatever reason. Even in games where he doesn't play well, he still finds a way to win. So, to spend that kind of money and possibly lose, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't sound reasonable.
Lance, you can't see me right now. I'm wearing a Super Bowl 51 jersey as a Falcons fan. I was there. I went. I went through the heartache myself, but I remember that week leading up, the 2 weeks leading up to the game, just how nerve-wracking it was, and just how much anxiety I felt. Roser's been through it.
I've been through it a couple times.
How do you feel? Are you nervous about this game?
Yeah, I am, man, and I feel you. And, it sucks. And Roser's team, at least San Francisco's got a lot of those trophies, and the Rams have one, and unfortunately your Falcons are one of 12 teams that don't have one. But there's a lot of anxiety because you never know, man. As a fan, I start to look at, this is a little morbid, but I start to look at my mortality. And when you've got 12 organizations, and organizations that have rich histories like, the Bills and the Vikings that don't have Super Bowl trophies, you just don't know when you're going to get the opportunity again. And, when I left Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta a few years ago, and, that was obviously with Jared Goff starting, but they scored 3 points, and I spent a fortune on tickets, and I was like, I don't hope we'll ever be in this situation again. I loved Sean McVay. At that time, he was only 33. I think he's going to be around, and I know the Rams are going to spend some money, but you got to get quarterback right, which they ultimately did with the trade last year. But again, you don't know, and so it has been very stressful, and there's been a lot of anxiety, and I told multiple people this week that as fulfilling as this month has been, going from the Cardinals to the Bucs to San Francisco, I like the Cardinal game. I like the complete blowout. I like the ass whipping, the curb drag. I don't like what I saw against Tampa. That was miserable. San Francisco was completely miserable. And I would love to, I know other people that are casual fans that just want to watch a good game don't want this. I want a 28-point game. I think the Rams are good enough to do that, but at the same time, they could easily lose this game because the Rams can turn the football over in bunches. So I'm very anxious, and again, I'm not even ready for the game to be here. I'm enjoying what people like to call the process. I know you guys are going to ask me for a pick here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, and this is really funny, and Roser, you might even remember this, and you guys might even remember, we might have talked about the show last year, and this is well documented. And, I'm coming off a 5-0 last night. Going back the last 2 weekends in the NFL, I'm 5-0. I was 3-0 in the divisional round. I was 2-0 in the championship round. But the last 21 Super Bowls, starting with Super Bowl 35, I am 3-18 against the number.
Wow.
I can't win a Super Bowl.
You're like the Falcons.
Yeah, it's impossible. So whoever I play is going to be a loser. And, the way I'm seeing the money, just the typical way I play, the Rams look like the play, so it scares me to death.
Yeah.
Well, Lance, when the line first came out and it was 4, because the Bengals are on such a roll, because they're finding ways to win, because of what you talked about with Joe Burrow earlier, I thought the 4 number was a great spot for the Bengals. What did you think when the number first came out?
I thought it was a little light, and I know the Bengals are technically the home team. And not that, Roser brought this up, and we've seen SoFi. I mean, his 49ers fans overran it in Week 18, and they did it again in the NFC Championship game. But still, being the ability to be able to sleep in your bed for a couple of weeks, the Rams to have 10 guys that have Super Bowl experience, McVay to have that Super Bowl experience. I mean, Zach Taylor, they've done a great job, and, obviously a lot of that goes to Burrow. But the first couple of years were a train wreck for Zach Taylor at Cincinnati. And so, you've got a coach that's got Super Bowl experience and 10 players that have got Super Bowl experience and sleeping in their own beds. I thought the number would be more inflated because there is a little more sizzle with the Rams. I thought it would be around 6. But talking to different handicappers, most had this number between 3.5 and 4.5. So most people think it's right. I think the money is pretty split right now. Again, man, I am so emotionally involved, it's hard for me to be objective.
No, that's completely understandable. You told us, people you talked to think the line's right. How about a pick?
Again, I'm trying to figure out how to play this because here's what I did. I never do this. This was crazy, and you guys will love this. So when the San Fran number came out at the Rams, 3.5, right before the NFC Championship, I hammered San Fran. And then it got to game day about an hour before kickoff. I was like, oh, my God, I can't do this. So I was able to play the Rams minus 2.5. And I got the middle, and you never do that. I mean, hitting on 3, everything lined up perfectly for me. And now I'm kind of, do I play Cincinnati money line? Because, I'm kind of hedging it. If Cincinnati wins, at least it will soften the blow a little bit. Or do I play Cincy plus 4.5 where the Rams can still win this game by 4 or less, and I still get home with the money? Or do I just roll the dice, and I'm so due being 3-18 on my last 21 and just play the Rams minus the 4.5? Again, I'm so torn. I think Cam Akers over 68.5 rushing yards is a good play. I think over the 4.5 total sacks minus 220 is a really good play. There's some props I'll play out there. I don't know what I'm going to do on this side or total or money line yet.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure out. I wish I could help more.
You got to go with your heart, I think. Don't you think, John?
Yeah, I mean but
take go with your heart.
I could sit it out and be fine.
That's
It's
true.
funny. I didn't even realize. I was so going nuts when Garoppolo threw that final pick. They could have really been returned for a touchdown. A pick 6, which obviously the Rams would have won the game by 10 in that situation. I didn't even think about it until the game was over after the post-game interviews. That's when I realized, holy hell, I just middled this game. So, I don't even need any action on this. Every play is so important being such a huge fan that I really don't even need action on it.
I understand that. I can also say that I put $50 on Georgia in the national championship game. I went to Georgia. I'm a Georgia fan, and I kind of forgot about it. And the game happened, and then Georgia wins, and we're celebrating, and everybody's going. And I get an email, and I look at my phone, and it says, "Your bet hit. You won." And it was just like the cherry on top. Like it was already an awesome feeling and everything. And I was like, "Oh, I got money on top of this." So,
well, and to let you guys know, this is funny. So when the Rams, they dropped 3 in a row earlier this season, and you guys might remember that. And they were in a funk, and Stafford had thrown pick 6s in 3 consecutive games, and it was right before they played the get right game that everybody wants against the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
But they were sitting at 7-5, And I found out that one of my co-hosts, Jim Dunaway, who is a complete mush. I mean, I can't even make it up. I mean, anything he touches is just, it goes to hell. He had in the off season, and I think he did it to mess with me. One of his friends had gone to Circa, you know, the new sports book out in Vegas, and he got him to purchase a Rams ticket to win the NFC Championship. So on the air, I bought the ticket back, doubled what he paid for it, and I gave him, he owed me a couple of steak dinners. So I ended up paying like, you know, $300 for this ticket, and it was at 8-1. I ended up, I'm going to net like $450 off of it, but it was pretty funny that I had that ticket too, and I completely forgot about that.
You told us you had a 5-0 night last night, Lance. Tell people what they get when they go to lanceslock.com.
Yeah, we've got everything out there for you. Just go to lanceslock.com. It's $90 a month. I mean, obviously, simple math is $3 a day. We've been doing this a long time. 6 years in existence. We're 5-0 our last 5 NFL plays. We will have props. We'll have side. We'll have total. We'll have everything locked and loaded for the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. But we're dialed in on college basketball. We've had a great week, and again, coming up for 5-0. So just go to lanceslock.com. We give you a free play every day. We had Rutgers last night. They went on that 10-0 run to end the game, and we've got 2 plays up tonight, so jump on board.
Thank you, Lance, and we're all, you know, I don't really care who wins this game, but I think we're all rooting for you. So good luck to you.
I don't think Roser is.
No, maybe not Roser. He just kind of muttered.
That's okay. I appreciate it, fellas. I hope you guys win. I hope you have a great Super Bowl. Look forward to talking to you soon.
Thanks, man. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Lance. Lance Taylor from lanceslock.com and Next Round Live. We got to take another commercial break here, but let's just save the prop bets. We'll get to the prop bets when we get back because there's some good ones. There's some interesting ones.
Always some good
and
props.
There's some fun ones. We'll do those when we get back right after this on The Odds Couple presented by WynnBET.
Check out the all-new WynnBET Sports Bar located at FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street out. Open every event night plus non-event Saturday and Sunday starting at 11 a.m. The WynnBET Sports Bar is your lock for the best local brews, food, and all the games. Sports fans looking for action and a little extra juice can receive exclusive in-bar only promotion, including odds boosts, free bets, and more from the WynnBET Sportsbook app. Plus, watch all the games. College and pro with over 30 TVs and Sunday NFL tickets. Parking is free for guests and available in the Gossett Motors Garage. For more information, go to FedExForum.com.
Let's transition into our favorite all-time six-man.
This one was fun to do.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1, Manny Ginobili.
There's like a move that he brought to the NBA that is still done today, the Euro step. Like
there you
that's
go.
Manu. That without Manu, we have no Euro step.
Join Lang Whitaker and me, Kelsey Ray Johnson, every Thursday as we debate the hottest topics in the NBA. IMHO on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and our social channels.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He had this massive T-Rex behind him the whole time. So his name is Stan.
That was like a movie prop from his times at Jumanji or something.
Scientists were big mad when someone bought it for like $31 million a couple years ago, and no one ever knew who got Stan the T-Rex.
I'm going to say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson did not spend $31 million on Stan.
Rise and Grind with Jessica and Megan. Live daily at 8 a.m. on grindcitymedia.com.
John Conchar, whose jersey I am donning today. 15 points, 17 rebounds.
Reveal.
Shitty season approaching. Shitty season approaching. 17 rebounds is so outrageous.
Yeah.
It's an outrageous
That's the
number.
most among any NBA guard this season off the bench.
That's Dennis Rodjar.
The Chris Vernon Show, live weekdays at noon on grindcitymedia.com or wherever you get your podcast.
Welcome back to grindcitymedia.com, live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. Now, here's more of The Odds Couple, Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker, presented by WynnBET.
To celebrate Women's History Month, the Memphis Grizzlies and Ashley Home Store are teaming up to give 50 lucky women a special Grizz experience. Selected honorees will receive 2 tickets to the March 8th game against the New Orleans Pelicans, access to a VIP pregame reception, a meet and greet with a Grizzlies team legend, and a chance to win a $5,000 shopping spree at Ashley Home Store. Visit grizzlies.com/empower through March 1st to register. We're back on The Odds Couple presented by WynnBET. I'm Lang. He's John. He's CJ. He's Fish, I guess. I don't know where to point. Fish is in the computers. He's in the metaverse. But he's with us too from Detroit.
Yes.
And we've been talking Super Bowl 56. Let's talk about some of these prop bets and some of the kind of fun things we can bet on around the Super Bowl. Fish, what you got for us?
Well, here are a couple that stuck out to me. I mean, this one's stupid. Will any player propose to his girlfriend on the field after the game?
No.
I mean, that's a college thing.
Yeah, that's
right?
Boise State dude did that, but I don't remember.
If somebody did, it would be an offensive lineman.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like an
And if you-
offensive
and if
lineman
you-
thing.
Yeah, and if you do it, that's stupid. Don't
agree.
propose on a football field. That's dumb.
Also, like it has to be somebody from the team that wins. You can't lose and propose to your girlfriend on the field afterward. Like,
Greatest day of my life.
I think a Florida State player did that after they had lost to Jacksonville State. He proposed to his girlfriend.
That's right.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
he had to because her entire family came in town for it. So like apparently
I hope
they
she
live
said
far
no.
away. No, she said yes. Come on, man.
After that, after you lose,
Come
you're gonna
on.
lose the big
And
game.
not just a big
Jackson
big
State?
game.
Yeah.
Is Jacksonville State a big
Jacksonville
game for
State.
Florida State? No, you can't be saying yes to that type
I mean,
of loser.
it was a big game in the wrong way.
Yeah, were you saying it's destined to fail? Is that what y'all are saying?
Rob, what else you got?
Here's an interesting one. How many times will the chains be used for a measurement? The over/under is 1.5.
Oh, I feel like over.
Twice. It's got to happen twice.
At least once a half, right? You would think.
You think so? Yeah.
I think
You
I'd
always
be
have
over.
the wardrobe malfunction prop.
At halftime?
Thanks to Janet Jackson.
Who?
That is always
Dr.
something
Dre's
now.
shirt's gonna come off. Like what?
Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, she's not the same type of dresser
No,
that Janet
she's
was.
not risque
Not the same
like
type of
Janet.
performer. So no, that's not going to happen.
Amazing to me. Normally the anthem number is around 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I always remind people that Whitney Houston's anthem, for how amazing it was, felt like it went on for about 5 minutes. It was only 2 minutes in length. So 2 minutes is a very long national anthem. And after doing research for a full year of an NHL hockey season back in the 90s, the national anthem average time is 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Okay.
So now you look at the over/under this year, and for the first time in a long time, it's only at 1:35.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mickey Guyton, country singer.
Who I didn't even know. I didn't even know who that was until yesterday.
I actually did a little bit of research on this today myself.
Oh, here we go.
And I found on YouTube, you can go find it. Mickey Guyton sang the national anthem at the White House or something in Washington, D.C. It was on PBS or something. The video's up there. Her singing is at 1:24, which is 12 seconds under 1:36. So that's a pretty significant amount of time.
Does she have? I haven't listened to anything that she's done. My brother keeps trying to get me to listen to it.
I haven't listened to it either.
Does she have any type? Does she have the voice to add?
I don't know. I literally I found the YouTube video and she goes, "Oh," and I was fast forwarded to the end and she goes,
okay.
"Brave."
Got you.
And so I just
got you. All right, because she
and
doesn't
I
have the
looked at the
ability
clock
to
and I was like,
ad-lib, it's gonna be
1:24.
under.
Yeah, Lane's like, I'm not actually gonna watch the performance.
What do you think? I hit play on the video, then stood up and just
It's
stood
the
there.
anthem, though.
Hand
Like,
over
you
the
can't just
heart.
hit play and not stand up, hand over
I had
your
to stand there
chest.
at my computer and watch. Yeah.
Had your wife or your son like hold up a flag while you stare at it.
Stop! Cut it out. The anthem's on. Hey, hey Fish. Here's a fun stat. Here's a nugget. I guess we could call it a nugget about the Super Bowl. And I don't know how we bet on this, but since the start of the 2014 season, every team that has won the coin toss in the Super Bowl has lost the game. So the last 7 Super Bowls, whoever wins the coin toss has lost the game.
Wow. All right.
So-
Well, you have to hurry up and get your bet in after the coin toss.
Well, the Rams
You
are
can wait forever.
calling it. The Rams are the team who are going to call it. So, I mean, somebody was saying maybe they should just not choose, and then you automatically lose the coin toss, and then you'd win the game.
I heard a stat that the last, I think it's 17 Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken, the team that has worn white has won 14 of them. Bengals had the option of what they wanted to wear, and they decided to wear the dark.
Yeah,
so they're going dark and letting the
they're
Rams
home.
wear the white, making the Rams wear their road unis at home.
Yeah, all those Rams fans are going to surely be confused when they see the team wrong colors.
By the way, here's one of my favorite ones, by the way, too. There are 2 more that I want to get to. One, the over-under on number of planes during the flyover is 5.
Is it a dome stadium or an open?
Is it who's flying
It's kind
over?
of domed.
Who's flying? Is it the Blue Angels?
What do you mean it's kind of domed? It's either got a roof or it doesn't.
It's got like it's like a canopy.
Like a tent?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's got like a it's open on the sides.
My thought,
but
I'm asking you that because
closed on
I would assume like if it was a completely open stadium, that you get more planes in the flyover.
Right. Here's my thing. Wait, if it's not a total open stadium up top, how do you have a flyover? What's the point of
They
that?
do it they have the blimp outside the dome stadiums all the time.
Yeah,
when they
but,
play.
but it's a
for
blimp.
TV. It's for
right,
TV.
right. But the blimp isn't flying over. The blimp's just like hanging there.
Yeah.
Like, it's just up there. It ain't doing much.
Yeah. It's just for TV. And will Snoop Dogg smoke on stage?
Absolutely.
I would say, yeah. I mean, it's legal in California, right?
This is the same Snoop who brought strippers to Kansas's Midnight Madness a couple years back. He's doing that.
I also want to say shout out to Snoop for he bought Death Row Records.
Yeah.
Officially bought Death Row Records. Shout out to him. That's
Shout
awesome.
out, Snoop.
Bring it
What are the
back.
odds on that, Fish? Snoop
It's
smoking.
plus 200 if you think he's going to smoke, and minus 200 if you say no.
I don't. Depends on how much moving around Snoop's going to have to do. You know.
He doesn't move. He just stands there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mic in hand, and then just sort
Smoke.
of like this thing right
If
here.
he starts smoking when he does gin and juice,
Yeah, is he going to do gin and juice? I was
I
just
would
thinking.
imagine. Dude, he has to do
He
gin
has
and
to,
juice.
but
Can't
maybe
do
not.
gin and
It's the
juice.
NFL.
No.
Well, gin and juice. I mean, they'll do nothing but a G thing, but Snoop has to do gin and juice.
No,
He's
you
got a
can't
lot
do
of
gin
hits.
and juice at the Super Bowl.
Why not?
Because it's promoting alcohol drinking. I don't think they're trying to do
They
that
had
type
the
of alcohol.
weekend last year, and all he talks about is doing cocaine.
But he didn't do any of the cocaine songs. Like
true.
he didn't do any of the drug songs,
That's
which
true.
which made that performance horrible. By the way,
Well, he walked through an entire gold maze. If that's not drugs, I don't know
Well,
what is.
he did that thing that became memed where he's like in that mirrored room. And
Yeah,
like,
that's the drug. Like you got
I
to
think
be
that
on-
was supposed to be like what it feels like to be
Yeah,
on
being
drugs.
on
but,
drugs, yeah.
But he didn't actually say it, or he didn't do a song called "I'm gonna take drugs."
Yeah.
like
did he
Snoop,
do "I Can't Feel My Face"? I don't think he did.
I think he
Can't
did.
Feel,
Yeah, he did. I think
Yeah.
so. But Snoop has a lot of hits, like other songs he's done and different things.
Yeah,
and
Snoop will do different. He'll
he
do
could
kind of
get away with not doing gin and juice.
Yeah, he should do gin and juice though, and he should do in Doggy Dog World. Murder was the case.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll do that.
No, he
Ain't
won't
no
do
fun
murder.
unless the homies get some.
Oh,
That's a
man.
great
He'll
song.
probably do like
Man, if he
beautiful.
ain't no fun,
if he hit you with "Ain't No
No, but he'll
Fun,"
do like
Man.
beautiful and some of those other like the pop
Yeah,
ones
he'll
from the
do
last 10 years.
Oh,
15 years.
he'll do drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
will he
you
do
know.
Sensual Seduction?
But I don't know. Yeah, he may do that. But here's the thing. We got to think. Eminem's got songs to do. Dr. Dre's
right.
got songs
Mary
to do.
J.
Kendrick
Blige.
Lamar, Mary J. Blige. They all got
There's a lot of songs.
And they all got hits. You know.
Yeah.
They all got hits.
Well, there's a lot you can bet on. There's a lot to watch. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the halftime show, maybe more than the game at this point. But I'm excited to see what they do. Let's get to picks. Let's get to our picks. Last week me and CJ were 1-3. Fish and Rosa went 3-1. But I'll start this week and let's do our picks. For a straight up winner, I'm going with the Rams. Look, we were talking about trends and different things. The Atlanta Braves won the World Series. The Georgia Bulldogs won the college championship. Matt Stafford played for the Georgia Bulldogs. So I feel like that sort of energy just continues on with Matt Stafford. I got the Rams straight up. I got the Rams against the spread too. I think they're gonna win by a lot.
Are there new Georgia players that play for Cincinnati?
Nobody cares. I think Georgia's going to win by a lot, and I think the Rams are going to win by at least 4, probably more. I just think the defense of the Rams is too much for the
I
Bengals.
assume Georgia has a lot of players in the NFL.
But I do think it'll go over, and I'm going to go with Matt Stafford for our MVP. Hey, Fish, who do you got for your picks this week?
Well, the Atlanta Braves won the World Series. Georgia Bulldogs won college football's championship, and the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win it for David Pollock this week. It's the David Pollock game.
Bengals legend.
There we go.
Bengals legend, even though he only played, I think, a year and a half for him.
Deion Sanders played on the Reds.
I love the Bengals plus the 4. I
Why?
don't love the. I just think Joe Burrow is calm, cool, collected. I think that they have found ways to win. They've covered their last 7 games by playing in close games, and and being able to pull them out and being able to keep them tight and giving themselves a chance to win. The Rams have allowed their opponents to give themselves a chance to win during this entire postseason. It's been a great postseason in the NFL, so why wouldn't we have another close game? So I love the Bengals plus the 4. I like the Bengals straight up. I just think Joe Burrow able to close it. I don't love the straight up pick, but I will take the 4 points for sure. I like the under in this game. The last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. The Bengals, their last 7 playoff games have gone under as well. By the way, the Bengals have covered 7 straight. I think they will make it 8 straight this week. And then my MVP, if the Bengals win, it's going to be Joe Burrow. He's the story coming in for the Bengals, and he'll be the story going out if the Bengals are to be Super Bowl champs.
All right. CJ?
I will take the Rams straight up and minus the 4. I think that the Bengals have struggled mightily all season long to protect Joe Burrow in the pocket. I don't think that their run game will get off either, so that means that you got Von Miller, you've got Aaron Donald, and the rest of those dudes just pinning their ears back going to get Joe Burrow. And we've seen Aaron Donald throw large men, 2 or 3 of them at a time to go get a quarterback. I like the over in this one. I think the Rams pull away late. I can see it being close. Matthew Stafford, I think, struggles a bit in the first half. Nerves, you know how that goes. But because the game is close, the Rams aren't taking out of what they want to do. And then, boom, second half, they just pull away, led by that defense and Cooper Kupp, who I think is going to be the Super Bowl MVP. I can see a couple of touchdowns, over 150 yards receiving for Cooper Kupp, even though Matthew Stafford is going to be the one throwing him the football. Yeah. Because of that rough start to the first half, I think that we'll say, okay, Cooper Kupp deserves it. Matthew Stafford may end up with 2 interceptions or something like that.
All right. Roser.
All right. Time for my picks. Whoa. Okay. Time for my picks. I'm going to go with the Rams as my straight up winner. And that's because
why?
The Atlanta Braves won the Super Bowl.
That's right.
And the Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship.
That's
so
right.
Matt Stafford has to lead the Rams, who attended the University of Georgia, to victory. But I'm going to take the Bengals plus the 4.
Okay.
The Bengals plus the 4 because
why?
The Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship.
That's right.
The Atlanta Braves won the World Series.
That's right.
And the rookie center Trey Hill for the Cincinnati Bengals attended the University of Georgia.
Okay.
So that's why they're going to cover the spread. We're taking the over 48.5 points because we like points.
Okay. And then your
The
MVP.
Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship.
That's right.
The Atlanta Braves won the World Series.
That's right.
And the MVP is Jalen Ramsey from Smyrna, Tennessee.
Okay.
And who played against Georgia and played against players. His high school teammate was Derek Barnett, who went to Tennessee.
Well, you said he's from Smyrna, Tennessee.
Smyrna, Tennessee.
And there's a suburb of Atlanta called Smyrna.
Smyrna, Georgia. Also played high school football at Brentwood Academy with Derek Barnett, who played at the University of Tennessee, that played the University of Georgia every year.
Hold on, wait a second. Was he at Brentwood or was he at the Evil E in high school? 'Cause I think he's an Innsworth dude.
No, he went to Brentwood.
Okay.
Him and Derek Barnett both played at Brentwood together.
Rosa right now
I don't
is
know
like
how anybody
that
scored on
meme
them.
of that meme you see on Twitter from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where the guy's like trying to connect all the things.
Yeah,
and that's what it
7
feels
degrees
like.
of separation, and I'm Kevin Bacon.
The one
Shout out to
Super
Jay-Z.
Bowl MVP nobody picked that I thought would be kind of interesting is Evan McPherson.
Yeah, that is a good one. I went with Jalen Ramsey just because I like to take chances with that. Like, take a chance on a long shot.
We talked about it the
to
other
win
day.
it. Yeah.
There's only been 3 defensive players who were
Yeah.
the Super Bowl MVP in the last 25 years.
I tell you a long shot that I took last year, and it hit. It was like, I won like $400 on it. It was Devin White to get an interception, and he got it late in the game. Like, just pick something like that, like a certain player to get an interception. Yeah. And Ramsey's odds may not be that great for that, but a linebacker position,
Some
like
random,
those, you get pretty good odds on that, and it's worth it. A $10 bet can win you a couple $100.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, Super Bowl's coming up in 4 days now, 3 days. So
Yes.
Go get your wings ready, get your snacks ready. Snacks are important. Don't forget the snacks.
And the Atlanta Braves won the World Series,
That's
and
right.
the Georgia
Braves
Bulldogs won the
Georgia
national
won.
championship.
So Matt Stafford's going to do it too. Fish, we appreciate you joining us from Detroit. Get some Little Caesars tonight.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm going to get a lot of Little Caesars tonight. Yes.
Get you hot and ready.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Appreciate you, Fish. CJ, thank you. Roser, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Leighton Whitaker. You're watching The Odds Couple, presented by WynnBET.
You've been listening to The Odds Couple, presented by WinBet from the American Home Shield Studio on GrindCityMedia.com. Tune in next week with Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.